So you're afraid of sales calls. You finally got a meeting, a real prospect, someone who actually responded. And then you opened your mouth, and within 30 seconds, their eyes glazed over. If that's you, if you have no idea what to say on these calls without sounding like a complete robot, don't worry. I was in that exact spot when I first got started. So in this video, I'm going to give you the exact roadmap to remove sales anxiety and scale to 25K a month with a sales agency. Quick context on who I am. I run 160K a month sales agency. I've trained dozens of sales reps, freelancers on how to actually sell AI systems, automations, integrations. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly where most people screw this up and how to actually fix it. I'll even drop some scripts and a live sales training down below so you can see what this looks like in real world. So let's talk about the problem. Here's what happens on most AI freelancer sales calls. You show up nervous, you want to sound smart and technical, so they take you seriously. So you start talking. I build an end-to-end AI automation, leveraging GPT APIs with Make.com webhook triggers, personalization across multi-channel outreach. Now, the client's sitting there saying, what the hell is this person talking about? Their eyes glaze over. They check their phone. You've lost them. And in your head, you're thinking, they just didn't get it. They're not technical enough. No, that's not it. They understood you perfectly. They just don't care. And here's the truth. Business owners don't buy technology. They buy outcomes. They care about three things. Will this make me money? Or will this save me money? And can you actually pull this off? And that's it. Nothing else matters. But you're so focused on proving how smart you are that you forgot to speak like a normal human being. That's why you're not closing deals. So here's what you should say instead. Instead of I specialize in AI-powered automation, leveraging GPT with Make.com and A10, say this. Right now, you're spending 10 hours a week manually reaching out to leads. I'll build you a system that does that automatically for you. You'll wake up to booked introductions in your calendar. That's it. One sounds like you're reading an API documentation, and the other one sounds like someone about to make your life easier, because business owners don't buy features. The automation is going to be there, obviously, but they buy relief. Relief from doing stuff they hate, relief from wasting time, relief from leaving money on the table. And here's what most AI freelancers don't want to admit. You're hiding behind the tech. You learned automation because you thought it meant you could avoid doing sales. So most are sitting there saying, if I just build cool systems, clients will come to me. No, they won't. You still have to get on a call. You still have to explain what you do in plain English. You still have to close the deal. And if you don't do all these things, you're not going to be closing anything. And if you can't sell, you'll stay broke. So I'm going to give you a simple roadmap you can use to navigate a real sales call without overthinking it. So one, start with something that I like to call assumed commonality. Okay, Saad, what does that mean? Well, it's just a simple way to position yourself as someone who gets the industry, even if you've never sold in that space before, just to make sure they feel like you're on the same page. You can say stuff like, I've been studying your industry and I noticed that most struggle with X, Y, and Z, because this lowers their guard. The second thing is discovery. Ask real questions. Don't pitch yet. Find out where they're bleeding time or losing money. Let them tell you the problem. The third thing is outcome framing. Once you know the problem, show them what changes if you fix it. Paint the after picture in plain English. 4, which is investment, and by positioning yourself as the logical fix. Don't frame it as a cost. Frame it as a trade. For X dollars, you save Y hours or gain Z revenue. And don't fall into the guarantee trap. Business owners don't actually want guarantees. They want certainty. The moment you say you'll get a refund if this doesn't work or you don't pay unless it works, you're planting the image of failure in their mind. That's called loss aversion. Now, instead of picturing success, they're picturing you failing. So here's what you should say instead. We'll keep working until we deliver the outcome, because that frames you as committed, confident, and trustworthy without putting you in a weak spot. That's it. 4 steps. Keep it human, keep it simple, and you'll already be closing way more deals than most AI freelancers trying to hide behind the tech. And look, I get it. Sales feels uncomfortable at first. Most technical people hate it. I hated it too. But here's the good news. It's a learnable skill. You don't need to be some smooth talker or extremely charismatic. You just need to ask good questions, show the outcomes, and keep it simple. So do that, because once you do, everything will change. Now, once you start closing deals consistently, the next problem shows up. You're juggling 3 to 4, 5 clients at once. You're building late at night. You're scrambling to send updates. It's chaos, which is something that I had to deal with. So that's where you need to start thinking like an agency with systems for onboarding, fulfillment, and retention. Because the only way to scale to 25K a month and beyond is by turning client work into repeatable processes, not just one-off hustle. So here's what to do next. If you want to systemize your freelancing into an actual agency, you need to have an onboarding SOPs because most freelancers lose clients in the first week because they look unorganized, which makes you look less trustworthy. So don't wing it. Have a repeatable process where you collect information, goals, and expectations in the first 24 hours. That one move makes you look like a real premium agency and it will make clients stay longer. Second thing is weekly client updates. Your clients don't want novels, they want reassurance. So just send a short check-in every week. Literally 3 bullets. What you finished, what you're working on, what's next. That alone makes clients feel progress. And when they feel progress, they stay in. In my agency, that one tactic doubled retention. And I usually just do like twice a week, updates every week. The third thing is template your workflows. Stop building stuff every single time from scratch. Turn all your best automations into templates. That way, each new client is just a 20% tweak, not a 100% rebuild. Now let's talk retention offers. After you wow them, upsell maintenance, optimization, or ongoing campaigns. Turn that one-off into actual recurring money because one-off projects are cool, but the real money is in the second and third projects. My simple play is I get them a couple intros with their ideal clients. Once they trust me, then I upsell AI integrations, AI automations to handle replies, CRM build-outs, ongoing optimization. And that's how you turn a 2K project into a 10K relationship. So just nail those 4 things and suddenly you're not going to be drowning in chaos anymore because now you're running an actual agency. And that's the shift because one-off projects pay the bills, but retention builds the business because chasing new clients every month is exhausting. And I did that as a freelancer and it kept me stuck. So the real leverage is when every client you close today is still paying you 6 months from now, plus paying you more for add-ons. And that's how I personally went from scrambling with a few 2K projects to a 160K a month sales agency. And look, I'm not saying you need to figure this out all today, but I just gave you the roadmap. Learn to sell, systemize your delivery, and upsell into retention. Do those 3 things and you'll already be ahead of 99% of AI freelancers still winging it. Now, if you want help speeding this up, I left scripts, templates, and even a full sales call breakdown down below. And cool, that's it for today. And now go around the play. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.